Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here on a nice afternoon in Forest of Dean in the middle of January, so it's a little cold. We're on our way up to the track. It's cringy, I know. We're on our way up to the mini downhill track. There's a race here tomorrow, so I've come here in the afternoon to check the track out. We're on the trail bike, so let's go up, check it out, I guess. Yeah, boy. That's what these races are about for me. Getting young talent up and started. All right, have a good one, dude. Right, come on then, let's start it. Inside. Oh, that's definitely wet and loose. Quite a hard track to judge actually, because there's quite a few little insides here and there. Conditions aren't the best today. It's like, do we put dry tyres on, do we put wet tyres on? I've currently got dry tyres on. If it rains tomorrow, it might actually make it more grippy because it won't make the mud as thick. It's just a waiting game, see what the weather's doing tomorrow. Don't really want to change tyres and then realise that actually it's super grippy with dries on. I'm glad I've come here today. Firstly, because as you all well know, it's a British cycling race, so I can't use a helmet camera. Secondly, just to get the runs in, because I feel tomorrow will be very hard to try and get a full run because there's a lot of people on the track and it is quite greasy, so there will be quite a few crashes, I'd imagine. Back up to the top before it gets too dark, get a couple of runs in. So we've got a full run in the bag as such. So the hardest thing at the moment is the lights. I'm just going to mix it up, section some little bits. So off the first fire road, there's an option to stay on the berm or cut on the inside. What I want to do this time is just try and hit the berm, see if it basically gives me more exit speed. Oi, oi! Oi, oi. Oi, oi! On the inside, oh yeah, inside the one. You can see already I've only done a run in a bit. The amount of roots now that are shining on through, I think tomorrow if it does rain it's going to be pretty gnarly actually. Up there. Good lad. Someone going to gap it? Go on. Oh, no gap. Someone gap it. No. Right, so there's a gap line over this log on the outside, sets you up a lot wider. No one's rocking goggles now because it is so bloody dark. Let's give it another go. The thing is with this downhill lark, it's all about choices a lot of the time. So it's like, what bike do you ride? Do you ride a trail bike, a downhill bike? What tyre choices do you run? What line choices? So we've gone for the trail bike. I feel like it's going to be a bit better for the pedalling at the bottom, and secondly I'm having more fun on it. It's already muddy, so may as well stick with it. Tyre choice is a bit of a weird one right now, because if it does rain overnight, some sort of half cut spike sort of things will be a bit better for this mud because it is quite greasy. Line choice, there's not really actually too many line choices on this track, but there's one line down there that I wanted to try, and that was on the inside or the outside. Once again, it all depends how rough it gets tomorrow and how much rain. So all these things that come into the equation come tomorrow. Try and get another full run in, 3:30 now, and as you can see the light, well you probably don't look at it on the GoPro, but the light is actually pretty gnarly now, so come second run tomorrow probably will be quite dark. You can tell it's dark now, the lights have come out, look. The lights are out. Go on, lad.
See ya. Oi, oi.
Right, here we are, the lads. Got right there. Right, anyway, here we are top. We're just going to go for a last little roll down nice and chilled, and then no goggles because it is actually too dark. Luckily there's no photographers on the track to catch me.
Send it.
See you later. Right, we're just going nice and, wow, it's slick already. Nice and chilled because it is, my God. So as you can see, the top half is all nice and flowy. The downhill bike might be slightly grippy, I'm not sure, but this definitely carries speed a bit more. So this first part, want to stick right, and then hard left on the inside, and then all of this, we just want to open up each turn as we can, carry the speed. It's definitely dark. Make sure you look to your X on that one. Right, as we come down here, up, outside, uh-oh. Sick. Oh, sorry dude, thank you. So it's definitely on the trail bike, it's going to be faster down here, for sure. Getting very, very loose now. Oi, oi. And there it is. Too dark to carry on now. Tea, cake time, and a little clean up. Okay, so we've signed on the night before. We're now see if we can wash our bike naughtily, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. It's obviously the morning of the race. It did rain last night and it's sort of teetering on edge at the moment, so the track is probably going to be fairly slimy, fairly greasy. We're sort of arriving pretty late, so hopefully loads of people have practiced it. I'm going to try my hardest to blag a handlebar mount today so I can still take you guys down with me for practice. I hate it when you clean your bike, you see it the next morning and realise how many bits you missed. Right, here we are then, we are on our way to the start. Super stoked actually because it's not raining as yet, but it is meant to come down at midday. Almost a bit crap because you practice in the dry and then it's going to thump it down for race run. I'll go and see Chris in a minute, see if he's got a GoPro mount. Here we are at the top, just about to do a run. So we're going to use the handlebar mount today, courtesy of Chris Roberts. The track is rather slick, there's a lot of people at the start. Who have we got here then?
You can leave you a big gap. Some nobody.
I didn't realise that camera did watercolours. Gotta love it. The man with the wig. He's still got more hair than all of us, didn't he? Right, so the track is on hold. Standard crashes, red flag. Gonna look pretty gnarly later on, I'd imagine. Yeah. Oh, there's Stewie. Oh my God, all over this shot. All over this shot already. Seats all over the shop, dude. Whoa, that's so slick. That is seriously slick, girl.
That is slippy, isn't it?
That's horrible.
You know what though? That was a pretty fucking perfect run.
That's what you got to do.
That would be almost good enough.
Slide all over the shot.
Crazy, stay straight.
As you've seen from that one run, it's slick as hell, so we're going to put some cut downs on. We're putting the Onza Graneras on, give it a go, see how they hook up. So with all the prattling around I did changing tyres, we've only got 10 minutes left to practice. The good thing is I come here yesterday afternoon, so I definitely know the lines. It's just now hopefully I should get a bit more grip with these tyres. Go and try and get a full run in, and then I'll be happy with that, to be fair. So I haven't seen the tracking now. It's got a lot more greasier according to a number of riders. There's some low lines that were the ones that have now totally blown out. Corner near the bottom had a little rut, and apparently there isn't anything now. And see how we're doing for time. As I say, practice is coming to a close fairly shortly. All right, let's keep looking. Yeah, I left it a little late whilst changing the tyres. I got a quick pracky or half a practice run there. Tyre of choice, definitely these. So much more grip. Now we go up, watch a few more people. That's practice done and dusted. We managed to get a run and a half today, so not the best preparation for a race, but at the same time, as I said, we come here yesterday, we've checked the track out. Just having a walk down the track now, and it's changing quite rapidly. It probably doesn't show it, but all this now is really, really slick. So that's obviously the gap line over to go on the outside, and then the next corner's pretty carnage actually. What's the line then?
What line, mate? I ain't got a line.
Just rock and roll.
Fucking terrible. I reckon if you come in, triple, then use this as like super cross loop section, and then bank it in.
Track is now live. First rider coming down in a minute. Here's the new section that's been totally destroyed into that berm.
Keep going.
Go on. Oh, keep going, keep going. We've got another one on your case. What you going to do outside? Nice. You can see the bottom corner is changing quite a lot per run. Obviously the rain isn't really helping too much. As you saw from practice, it didn't really help with the bar mount swinging round. So run and a half. We've had a look at the track. We're now just going to chill for a bit and then head up for race runs in a minute. Right, so some of you know I had my bikes nicked a couple of weeks ago. Just a food for thought. None of those bikes locked up, so I'm not, you know, I'm not being an old man dad here, but obviously I've had it happen. Just think of investment of a little lock. Something simple as this is just going to deter a thief from just grabbing it and running off of it. Yes, it probably won't withstand a blooming chainsaw or something like that, but just for the sake of leaving it to get a coffee for 5 minutes, don't be stupid, guys. Come on. How's your day going?
Yeah, good mate. It's good weather.
They're after you already, look. Sorted. Right, it is a tad wet now, so I'm going to be riding in my waterproof. Obviously I won't be in the through dark one, it's a bit too nice to do that, so I'll just get some banger coat out the back. Right, it's a bit wet and muddy now, so leave my camera and Chris, and see you guys on the flip side.
All right there, man. 1 minute 42.85 there for William.
Well, there we go, that's first run. As you can see, rather slick. Managing to win by over 4 seconds, but let's put that to one side. I want to do overall as well. Bring on second run. The rain is still thumping on down. We're just going to get kitted up, go up for second run, and then try and wrap this away. I'd be interested to see the track because it has rained quite a lot since. River everywhere. Wish me luck. Well, there we go. Conditions were probably worse, but actually the track was running a lot quicker because of how wet it was. So unfortunately, I ended up getting second. I was slightly slow. I nearly crashed into a tree. Ended up coming second by 0.13 of a second. But you know what? I've had an epic time. I'm just going to wash the bike, go and watch some of the others, and then podiums, I guess. Nice.
Yes, boy.
You're a prick with that. Well, there we go. That's the day done and dusted here at Chris Roberts mini downhill. Managed to get second by literally a badger's earlobe, but can't moan. I've had a sick day. As you can see, the weather has been insane. We've had rain, we've had sun, we've had rain, a lot of rain, and now it's stopped raining. So what can you do? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up. Be sick if you subscribe. And until next one, see you in a bit. Oi, oi.